Hello guys, I'm going to change the brake pads from the front wheel, only the left side. That's because of the CBR system. The brake pads on the left side in the front, they have a shorter lifetime like the front brake pads on the right side. So the bike has now 17,500 kilometers, about that, and I have done a few circuit days with it, and now I'm going to change the brake pads so I can enjoy in a month the circuit day at Zolder, Belgium. So I'm going to start the works now. Take a wrench, and this is a size 12 to make loose the two bolts. So now the two bolts are loose. Now you can take the caliper away. Just move it to the right. You have to be up. Now it's loose. So now we're going to see to remove the old brake pads. But first I'm going to take a screwdriver push it aside so I have more place to place the new brake pads. You can also see on the level of the brake fluid it's rather low than it's full. So that's because of the brake pads in the front end are almost gone, and that's especially on the left side. So we will see after the works that the level is more up. So now we're going to do the brake pads more open. I just pushed it open between the two brake pads, so that was that side, and I put my screwdriver in and push it open. Now we're going to loose this bolt, and then this will be away and we can remove the old brake pads and clean it all, and then place the new ones. And I will use a bit of copper grease to let it all slide very well. This is an 8. I have mounted the caliper back with these two bolts to loosen this one. So before you start the working, you have to give a little turn to this one, because if the caliper is already loosened, it's very difficult to lose this bolt. So now we're going, these bolts are back in. Now we're going to lose this one and then lose back these ones. That was all. So now we can lose back these two bolts and take the old brake pads away. The old pads. Here you can see that's the indication for when you have to change the brake pads. So these are almost away, but I change them always in time. The new brake pads, genuine from Honda. This is the tip number for the front brake pads for a Honda CBR600f PC41, building year 2011. So I only changed the left side, and that's because of the CBR system, like I said before. So you can see the old ones, the two new ones. Now I'm going to clean the caliper and mount back this plate. You can see the left side is the side that not moves, because the cylinders are coming from this side. So that's the side where the brake pad is still. Only this side moves. So we have to take this plate in that side, because this is the biggest side, and here it must slide over the brake pad, and that one is always still. So we will clean this up, place it back in. That's on the outer side of it, and then place back the new bolts inside. Also, this pen, we're going to do a little bit of Teflon on it, so it will slide in very well. So here you see this piece. I'm now going to clean this. And Pumba is helping also. So I'm just cleaning it with a piece of cotton. It's an old sock of me. You can clean it very well. I've used no other products, just this old sock. Here's Pumba. Hi. So I have cleaned this piece. All the brake dust is away, or 95% of it. So I will see in the caliper if there's dust also, and then I will remove that also, and then I can think about placing the new bolts, the new brake pads. Just take a screwdriver, the old sock, and clean it. I do a bit of Teflon spray on the 3 cylinders. I think the middle one is from the CBR ABS, so when I use the rear brake, this cylinder, the middle one, will also brake left on the left front wheel, on the left brake disc. So for me it's clean enough. If it's not clean enough for you, you can use always brake cleaner to do it better like this, but for me it's okay. Now I'm going to place the new brake pads. And on this pen I always do a little bit of Teflon grease at the end of the pin and on the screw draad. Here we can see the number on the brake pad. This is the other one. I will do also a little bit of copper grease only on the side, on the right side, because the left one is still and this right side will move with the cylinders, and this will slide in this piece over here on top. Therein it slides a bit, so I will do a little bit of copper grease on the brake pad. And copper grease can resist high temperatures, so if you're driving or braking a lot, the temperatures will rise, and the copper grease has no negative influence of it. It's okay for high temperatures. So this is the brake pad for the standing still side on the left, and this one will slide the right with the cylinders and move in and out. So I do a little bit of copper grease on this side. Not too much, because it may not come on the brake pads. Only a little bit. So that's all. Now placing back this piece. Like I said, also the moving part and the part that stands still. So we mount that like that. That way. Then the brake pad on the left side. and this one with the copper grease on the moving side. Okay, now we can mount the pen back in. So there's also a bit of Teflon grease on it, so we put it in back. And mounting it back with the 8. We make it hand tight and then place back the caliper with the 2 bolts and then tight like we will take it for the ride when it's okay. The caliper is back in place. Now we're going to pump a bit with the front brake handle. You can see now the brake fluid. I've only changed it on the left side in the front, but the brake fluid is already, the level is higher like before. Now I'm pumping a few times because now we have no brake power. The second time it's okay. Still, the brake oil, the level is a bit higher because I placed new blocks on the left side. When I place also new brake pads on the right side, the level will be like I bought the bike new. So that's all, folks. The new pads are inside. The new pads are in. So like I said, if you have the combined ABS system, you can see it here, that's my model. The brake pads on the left side in front, they have a shorter lifetime like the one on the right side in the front. The blocks on the right side, they're still quite good, so I don't replace them now.